My name is Diana LaRocco, and I'm from the University of Hartford, and I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Educational Leadership. And I'm here today providing a workshop on leadership, which is a passion of mine. Interestingly enough, as I've been working in the field of leadership and the discipline of leadership in education, I discovered that little has been written about leadership in early intervention. And what was so surprising to me, what has been written primarily about preparing personnel to work in the field rather than encouraging individuals at all levels of an early intervention system to be leaders. That said, I decided to go forward and provide people with information about leadership. One of the things I believe firmly is that it's everybody's business to be a leader. Leaders in early intervention occur at all levels. It could be the teacher, it could be a parent, it could be the person who has the overt formal leadership role. What is surprising to me is most people don't take the time to stop and really think about what does it take to be a leader? What are leaders really made of? Who are they? Where are they? And how is it that we can lead and learn to lead? The thing that's important to me is this idea of relationship. You cannot be a leader without having individuals who believe in you, who believe you're credible, and who will follow. And followers and leaders are not over and above each other. It's actually a reciprocal relationship, each person taking in stride, each person going down the path together. One of the things that's really important with leaders is this idea of modeling what to do, really putting up front your values, who you are, what you believe in, and making that very public, making it a public presence of who you are. There are people that have written about leadership. One of my favorites are Kouzes and Posner, and they have what they call the 5 practices of exemplary leaders. Kouzes and Posner talk about modeling the way, which I just mentioned. They talk about and write about encouraging the heart, which is leaders really recognizing what will get individuals going and really providing them with reinforcement and encouragement when they're doing the right thing. Another thing that Kouzes and Posner talk about is this idea of challenging the process. And leaders in early intervention, no matter who they are, challenge the process. They look at what needs to happen, how are we going to make that happen, and how are we going to move forward. Another aspect of leadership, as Kouzes and Posner talk about it, is this idea of enabling others to act. And as interventionists, we can enable families to act by providing them the supports that they need. We can enable our colleagues to act by giving them information, by showing them what to do, by being there, being supportive, and encouraging them. So, in sum, I guess what I would say is there's very little that's been written about leadership in early intervention, and I think it would behoove all of us to really step up and start to think about this. Take a minute, reflect on what we do on a daily basis, and really recognize that in each and every one of us there's the ability to lead, there's the ability to influence others in positive ways, and if we can do that, I think we really will encourage and support the system to grow in the way that it needs to grow. Thanks.
Thank you.